Wow, just look at this. Outside and in, this building is at the cutting edge of a new compact lifestyle called ultra-high density urban living. Is this the solution to Australia's housing crisis? Could it change the way we live? In another big Chinese city, more evidence of our changing world. In this impressive factory, robotics is changing the way we work and play. And in Sydney, in this kitchen, something is brewing that is on course to save lives and make us all healthier.
This is like live testing from production to Mrs. Toddy's kitchen.
You're about to meet the innovators and visionaries.
Action.
Across China and Australia, the opportunities and deals between governments, universities, companies and entrepreneurs are exploding.
That is supercharging business between both countries. Yes, the recent past was a little rocky, but the future is positive. The signs are good. Welcome to the big picture as we look towards 2035.
On a gloomy day in Hefei in China, I'm on my way to meet one of the brightest sparks in the Chinese economy. In 1998, a humble carpenter came up with a smart idea. He wanted to create a home furnishings company that married radical innovation with classical design. He called the business Zebon and persuaded his friend who worked in a bicycle factory to join him on the ride.
They had a vision and they had a magic formula, an irresistible mix of human creativity and robotic technology. And soon enough, from this city, ZBOM exploded.
Getting there was quite the effort. A dash through the city, and then a mad rush through long and dusty corridors leading to the heart of ZBOM. But once we arrived, it was worth it. This is where simplicity meets sophistication. The transformation of ZBOM from its humble beginnings, using handheld tools, to one of the world's most advanced furniture makers, is a wonderful example of how human endeavour and artificial intelligence can jointly build success. Here, humans and robotic technology complement each other. A hybrid workforce where, as the company puts it, unstoppable intelligence creates the future. AI helps with the design, robots help with the build, and Chris was about to help me understand all of that.
Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming in China.
Well, it's been amazing. We didn't know what to expect, but this factory and this showroom is completely different to anything we expected. Can you tell me what unstoppable intelligence creates the future means to you?
I will divide it's into two different parts.
Yes, please.
First is for the manufacturing. Nowadays, the labor is much more expensive, and we can use the technology instead of the human beings. It may help us to improve our work efficiency and help us to create the big value. And most important thing, I think, is intelligent software. It might make us unique and different with others and help us win a very big market share in domestic market.
Their showroom is impressive. Their production line is busy. And they're about to expand beyond China's shores. What's notable about ZBOM's decision to move into the international market is how much of a role Australia will play.
The Australia market is in a very significant position for our global market because Australia is the first country when we go to global, because Australia has the highest requirements for the quality of product.
Yeah.
And also they need the very good reputation supplier. So for us, we have the bigger capacity of the product, but we're short of the knowledge of the local market. And that's why we cooperate with IJF Australia. We built a very strong relationship with them. They have more than 60 years history in Australia and very good reputation, very rich experience in the project management.
Their first move down under was in Melbourne.
888 Collins Street in Melbourne.
Those lucky numbers.
Yeah, it's like a number in China. So it's a very good beginning for the Australian market.
So good, in fact, that the opening of their recently built Melbourne showroom saw a sellout crowd. With Melbourne conquered, greener pastures in the Emerald City were next.
And what about Sydney?
In Sydney, the ongoing project is a harbour site in Darling Harbour.
A peek into luxury. The new look harbourside development, 263 apartments, including penthouses, towering above Darling Harbour.
Once in a lifetime project for sure.
But ZBOM isn't just for developers. It's for anyone wanting to build or renovate a home and then fill it with everything that needs to go inside. From kitchens to dining rooms, living areas and bedrooms.
So in Australia, the market for houses is off the charts, and people renovating their houses is off the charts.
Yes.
And the competition is off the charts. So why are you succeeding in that market? What is the difference with your product that makes Australians want it? Sell me.
Okay. Before we started the business in Australia, I think the local customer, they can choose a product from European like Italy with a definitely high quality, but I think it's very expensive. But when we start the business there, we can offer the clients with a high quality product, but with a competitive price and also with a local service.
Not a bad combo.
We use a lot of machine system to control the quality, avoid any mistakes. So if you visit our factory, you can see that we use a lot of machines instead of human beings. We also have the smart showroom. We combine the intelligent software with our product. And also in the bedroom, the mattress is also can adjust the angle according to different needs.
So technology is married with design and function.
Yes.
Every subsequent room made me a little jealous, made me wonder why I don't have something similar in my own home. Clearly, there are some clever people working in the R&D department of ZBOM, designing the furniture of the future. But they do have a little help.
We also use the AI in our design software. So before we apply AI, it will take our designer half day to design one home for our clients. But now with AI, it's just 5 minutes. It's well improved our work efficiency. Yes.
So hours of work are now done in minutes.
Yes. So it's helped us a lot.
When innovation and quality meet at the right price point, then success follows. And that's certainly been true for ZBOM. That night, their team kindly laid on a banquet for us in the company dining room. It's not the first time in either China or Australia that relationships have been cemented over a meal. As well as being a pleasant business ritual, it's also a smart one. And no one knows that better than Tony Chuang.
Tony, thanks for joining the program. Can I cut to the chase?
Yes.
How many meals have done deals that have led to millions of dollars worth of business in this place?
Oh, I would say hundreds.
Hundreds?
The philosophy behind this Chinese banquets is really you will be more relaxed, show your personalities.
Yes.
So people can figure out whether these people are your potential partners you're comfortable to work with.
I suppose in part you're working out whether the person across you is the person you want to do business with.
Exactly. It is very important to get those relationships right because in China we often say you make friends, you build a relationship before you do the business.
Born in China with an MBA completed in the USA, Tony now calls Australia home. Initially America beckoned, but 25 years ago while working in Boston, he struggled to get a green card. That's when some Aussie mates said, Tony, come down under.
And they said, Tony, why don't you come here? I said, why not?
So Australia's gain was America's loss.
I think so.
Was it a good decision for you?
Oh, I think that's probably my best decision made in my life, coming to Australia. Yes. When I first come to Australia, the blue skies, beautiful white beaches, but also I was most impressed was the Australian people. They were so friendly.
Including our bed bugs. I'm told when you arrived,
yes,
you had a very unpleasant experience.
That's the first night I stayed at a hotel in Sydney, not far away from here. I was bitten by a bug, and I was a bit horrified. But that's the only unpleasant experience, actually. But afterwards, I ended up working for the Austrade, the federal government agency. As a person not born in Australia, end up working for the federal government.
Yes.
Furthermore, I was posted to the Australian embassy in Beijing as a trade commissioner.
Do you find that unusual? Do you think that would happen in other countries?
I don't think so. I don't think that will happen in the US or in Europe or in any other countries. But I think that also shows how Australia embraced this multicultural concept.
Yeah.
Anyone coming from anywhere can have the opportunity to do the best thing they can do for the country, for their own personal life, I think.
As a trade advisor to business leaders and multiple New South Wales premiers, Tony has been a privileged participant in the explosion in trade between China and Australia. Stay tuned for a very big number.
The bilateral trade between Australia and China accounts for about 26% of Australian total trade.
Wow.
So that means 1/4 of Australian trade is with China.
That is a huge number.
Yeah.
It would not have been possible without the vision and courage.
Free trade agreement is the most important factor, I think, for the growth between the bilateral trade.
You didn't hesitate there.
Of course not. Because
Why do you say it's the most important factor?
I'll give you some numbers just to show how important it is. The negotiation of FTA started in 2005. At that time, the bilateral trade was only 37 billion Australian dollars. It took 10 years for the negotiation. By the time of 2015, the bilateral trade become 150 billion. But then today, the bilateral trade is $325 billion.
Yeah.
So that's doubled.
So tell me, what is the temperature like at the moment? Because there have been some rocky periods recently.
Yes.
Is the temperature warming up?
Yeah. Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think after the pandemic, our Prime Minister, Albanese, has visited China twice. That has helped a lot for the bilateral relations.
How much of a help has it been?
From the Chinese perspective, Chinese business perspective, the top leaders meet and talk.
This relationship rebuilding is clearly positive news for companies and entrepreneurs wanting to do business in Australia and China, like Sophie Todd.
The whole ethos of my business is about creating natural products, and I wanted to create a product in its most natural ingredient that I could sell to the consumer.
A few streets away from Sydney's famous Manly Beach is a tiny kitchen where a big business is surely being born. In here, Sophie is simmering a brew, potentially worth a fortune. But its real potential could be priceless. Ongoing scientific trials of Mrs. Toddy's Tonic may soon confirm major health benefits that could transform lives, alleviating arthritis, diabetes, and a multitude of other conditions.
And it really is liquid magic.
The story of Sophie's Australian invention, soon to be sold in China, begins in Indonesia with a traditional plant medicine called jamu. 9 years ago, while they're on holiday, Sophie tried it and felt clear health benefits, including major pain relief. She wanted to know more, So, on her return home, she began her own trials.
So I started making it in my kitchen, and I had a few girlfriends and I gave it to them, and I was like, oh, this helps for my, period pain, my back pain.
Her first batches she home delivered on her moped.
They were like, oh, I've got this pain in my finger, I've got this back pain, I have frozen shoulder, I can't sleep at night, all of these things, and they were drinking my tonic and it was helping.
What you were doing randomly, your own clinical trials.
Randomly, yeah, that's right. So it's like, oh, there must be something in on this.
And beyond that, beyond just women, what about us men?
Oh, my God. Man.
Seriously, it's all about us.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, well, obviously in time you get arthritis, man flu.
Yeah.
It can help with that, I'm sure it can.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah, sore throat, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, in time, like any inflammation in the body, that's what turmeric works on. The jackpot hit when my son was in the surf and this man screamed out to my son and said, hey, Cooper, I've got arthritis in my toe, and if I drink your mum's drink, it makes my toe better.
Was that a light bulb for you?
And that was kind of my light bulb moment, because it wasn't a female, it was some guy,
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, there's something in this.
Each new batch brought Sophie closer to answers about its so-called magic properties. Turmeric, or to be more accurate, a particular part of the turmeric root, plays a critical role.
And the importance of turmeric is that you buy it with the mother.
So what does that mean?
This is the mother and that's the rhizome.
Right.
So if you think of like an umbilical cord type thing, the mother has all the nutrients for the baby to grow. So a lot of the nutrients are in the mother here.
The health benefits of turmeric are hardly a surprise. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. But it's Sophie's process that appears to supercharge it.
Turmeric needs to be activated, and in order to be activated, it needs to be heated. So that's where I became quite obsessed with the idea of non-pasteurisation, because I wanted an active ingredient for the consumer.
For more than 100 years, pasteurisation has been the gold standard for killing harmful microorganisms. However, the high heat process can also destroy valuable nutrients. Sophie wondered if there was a way around this. So began the trial and error phase, which ended up in an accidental discovery that may benefit billions.
A few people used to say to me when I was doing the home deliveries, oh, we'd keep it in the letterbox on the Friday and forget about it, get the letters on Tuesday, and it was fine. I was like, that's kind of weird, it's a fresh product. So as we were going on, we started leaving it out longer and longer and realising that through the process I was making a shelf-stable ambient product.
Without additives?
With no additives, with nothing, just...
That changes the game.
Yes.
In short, Sophie found a way to bypass pasteurisation, yet still keep shelf life and the goodness of her product intact. In a world hooked on harmful additives and preservatives, this could be game-changing.
And why do you see that as a game changer?
I want something that's natural. I don't want something that ends in, number 456 kind of thing, I'd want something that says tomato. And I would expect that most people would want that too.
Not least, many millions of consumers in China, including, or perhaps especially, diabetics. You see, China has the world's largest population of diabetes sufferers.
Obviously, a modern problem. It's not ingrained in their heritage at all by the way they eat, so it's quite worrying really.
But your product, your unique product, could help greatly there.
Yes, 100%. That's what we're aiming for.
While Sophie's initial aspiration to sell into China made sense, it was still a daunting ambition.
God, as soon as you walk in that country, you have to make sure that everything is prepared seamlessly.
But then came her big break. The New South Wales government invited her to be their representative at an international health expo in Shanghai. The reaction to her drink from Chinese distributors and delegates who queued to try it was just the tonic she needed.
And it was just incredible.
It seemed Sophie was about to reach the giddy heights of success until 2 body blows brought her crashing down.
And then 3 months later, ready to launch, and the lawyers are like, no, don't do it. because you're patent pending.
So you were so close and you came to a screaming halt.
Yeah.
What was the other piece of information that came your way?
Well, obviously, 6 weeks later, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So it was kind of that, you know, the universe saying,
Not yet.
not yet, not yet, you're not ready. I took a massive step back this year from work in every way, just to focus on my health.
It was time to regroup, time to heal, and time to seek wise counsel from an Australian well-versed in overcoming the China conundrum. How to launch a new business in such a cutthroat competitive environment.
Oh my goodness! Hi Sophie, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good. It's so lovely to meet you.
Heidi Dugan is the legendary head of the Australian Chamber of Commerce in Shanghai.
Heidi Dugan is such an inspiration. She is, you know, the pinnacle of what Australia is in Shanghai.
We make 100% natural health tonic.
Yep.
And we use all fresh Australian ingredients in them, so they're very lucrative to that Chinese market.
Her insights and advice, it's second to none.
So the call was important to you.
Highly important.
And all of our IP is ready to go.
Yep.
Just to protect the brand in the long term.
Yeah, look, I think that's very good advice. I think that's probably one of the first things that I would always recommend is making sure you've got your IP down pat. When any opportunity is in front of you, if it's big enough, it will always give you that sort of like, oh God, am I really doing this? And I think the thing is that when you get that feeling, if you think it's the right thing, you've just got to follow your instinct, but you do have to commit. This is a market you cannot dabble in.
You've got to have your trademarks in place and you've got to make sure that everything is ready to go. And her advice on all of that, I just took home and it was really valuable.
Okay, I'll let you go then. See you.
Thanks,
Bye.
Apart from Sophie, only her lawyer and the professor overseeing the clinical trials are privy to the breakthrough discoveries that make her tonic unique.
Well, it's called a trade secret.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me?
Well, the process is a trade secret,
Okay.
so I'm not going to show you that today.
Right. So you blindfold your kids when they make it with you?
Like my husband laughs, like he was going, even I don't know the process.
Right.
The only people that know the process are the professor and my patent lawyer. So I basically do 3 parts turmeric to 1 part ginger. And it's so aromatic, it smells amazing. And then we put it into a saucepan. And the beauty of this is the colour of the turmeric. Like, it is so orange and vibrant. It's such a great ingredient to work with. Like, you know, if you ever want to stain your clothes orange, this is the best thing to use. Put a bit of cinnamon there, because cinnamon's like a natural sweetener, just to give it a bit of an edge.
Yeah.
And we put some water in with the turmeric. So just turn it on so it simmers. You sit it there, give it a little stir. So we're going to have to turn the camera off right now because this is the part of the process that's patent pending, and we'll return after that. Sorry about that.
How would you sell your tonic? How would you put it?
Shine from the inside.
Shine from the inside.
Yeah. And when you see the finished product, you see how vibrant it is in the glass. It's just beautiful.
Being back in the kitchen has been important for Sophie.
Every bit of that is just goodness and, you know, makes you shine from the inside.
After surgery and 6 rounds of chemo, she is rebuilding her health and her business. Because if anyone knows how to fight, it's Sophie Todd.
How are you now?
Well, sore, post-operation, but better. Like, you know, it's kind of a strange thing, but cancer can be a good thing for you to make you realise and appreciate life and realise that, you know, family is really important.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, that's actually quite good.
It's smelling it like a wine, so that smells beautiful.
definitely it needs more fizz, but the fizz just...
Her husband and children are not only her biggest support, but her testers and tasters.
I'm still thinking it's a touch more. It's good.
It's got an aroma at the end of it, right?
Her launch date into China is now early 2026.
So you can drink it as a tea, you can drink it chilled, you can drink it any way you want.
For innovators, entrepreneurs and experts like Sophie, Tony and Chris from Zebon, the art of the deal ultimately rests on one critical principle, whether you're in Australia or China. Authenticity is the key.
It's about, creating something that's authentic, and my hope is that people understand that and appreciate it.
Get that right and there are huge business opportunities. It might be new ways to live, or perhaps inventions that help us live longer.
Oh, I'm an optimistic person, right? I think the future is bright.
And of course, you're only ever one invention away from great success.
Well, your secret is safe with us.
You know.
It's been a pleasure being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I hope your program will be a great success and you will interview more people who have witnessed the FTA over the 10 years.
It's very kind of you and it's been an honour to have you. Tony, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.